Welcome to Keto Meals and Recipes.com. Today I'm going to make my version of a sugar-free keto sunflower seed Suntella, which is like a Nutella but with sunflowers. And this is a copycat recipe, so I'll give you more detail about this later. I'd also like to take a moment and thank one of my viewers, Anonymous, for making the suggestion. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, and this recipe has become a favorite in our family. One of the reasons I thought it was important to share this recipe for the sugar-free Suntella, it's because I recognize that some people have nut allergies and they would like an alternative. And besides which, it has a really great taste, especially if you love sunflower seeds. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you two ways to make the Suntella: the quick and easy, and how to make it from scratch. And as I'm making it, I will give you pointers. Following this recipe portion of the video, which is going to be time-stamped in the description below, I will provide a price comparison if you buy the Lakanto Suntella versus making your own, which I hope will be useful and informative to you. Also, because I really love food history, I will provide the myth of the origin of the sunflower. I will provide a brief review of nutritional benefits of sunflower seeds in your diet. And as always, the link for the written recipe and anything else I mention are all available in the description below. The macronutrient ratio for the sugar-free Suntella is 4.4 to 1, with 2.3 grams of total carbs, 0.6 grams of dietary fiber, resulting in 1.7 grams of net carbs per serving. For best and easiest way to make this, I would suggest you either use a very high-speed blender or, as I'm doing, a food processor. So let's start this recipe. To the bowl of the food processor, I first add the coconut oil. Adding the oil first will help to coat the bottom of the bowl, so when you add your next ingredient, the sunflower butter, it won't stick to the bottom of the bowl, and it'll help mix things better. Now I'm going to add the sweetener, which I have ground to a fine confectioner powder. Now I add the Dutch processed cocoa powder. You can use the regular cocoa powder, but I find that the taste of the Dutch processed cocoa powder has a less bitter taste, and if you look at the label of the Lakanto Suntella, they use Dutch processed cocoa. So I'm trying to make this recipe as close to that as I can. I'm now going to add the sunflower lecithin. If you're not familiar with sunflower lecithin, this is an emulsifier. It's often used in many different ingredients where you want the consistency to be very creamy. And to enhance the taste, add your finely ground salt. And lastly, I'm going to add my full-fat coconut cream. And this coconut cream, of course, adds more healthy fats. Put the lid on your appliance and grind for about 5 minutes, or even longer if you want, but no less. You want the Suntella to be well processed and very smooth and creamy. Now that it's done, I'm going to transfer my Suntella into a bowl, but as I'm scraping, making sure that I get every last bit of this tasty chocolate spread. I don't want to leave any behind in my food processor. And now I'm going to portion out my Suntella between small glass mason jars, which makes it easier to store. Your Suntella should be refrigerated, and it will last well for a couple or 3 weeks between uses. I've also discovered that it can be frozen. Just don't fill your jar as much because you need a little bit of room for the Suntella to expand as it freezes. This is the easy method using the pre-made sunflower seed butter. Now for the alternative, using raw seeds, I'll show you how to make your own version of the sunflower seed butter. It's quite easy. Take your sunflower seeds and spread them on a baking sheet. Put them in your oven that's been preheated to 360 degrees Fahrenheit or 180 degrees Celsius and roast for a few minutes. You want them to be light golden, not brown. You can also roast the sunflower seeds in a dry frying pan. Just place it over medium-low heat on your stovetop, and using a spatula, toss them continuously as they're getting to a nice golden stage. And whichever method you use, transfer the hot roasted seeds onto a cool platter. This will stop them from overcooking. To make the butter, let the seeds cool and then transfer them into a high-speed blender or food processor. In my recipe, I add the coconut oil at the start, but if you're making your own, you will need the coconut oil here to make the butter, so add it in at this point. To get a smooth, velvety sunflower seed butter, you will need a high-speed blender or a smaller food processor where the blades can churn all the seeds. I tried using my bullet and it didn't work. What I ended up with was some really nice sunflower seed flour, which I'm going to use in another recipe. Depending on your preference and availability, you can use either your homemade sunflower butter or the store-bought. That's completely up to you. Now here's my price comparison. First, the cost of a 10-ounce or 283 gram of Lakanto Suntella as found on Amazon.com is $9.98 in US currency. Now my total cost using the pre-made sunflower butter and a can of full-fat coconut cream, as well as the other ingredients which I already had on hand, I ended up with almost twice the volume. My total cost ended up being less than half. The other issue that I found with the Lakanto Suntella is it's not available in all countries. So making it yourself, especially since it's so delicious, really makes sense to me. And I see no reason to pay so much more for something that takes literally 5 to 6 minutes to make. Okay, now the fun part. For some mythology and nutritional information about sunflowers. The myth about sunflowers that I've heard many times is that they turn their flower to follow the sun's path from morning to night. And actually, this is partly true. I'll explain later. The sunflower is in the genus Helianthus, which is derived from two Greek words, ilios, meaning sun, and anthos, meaning flowers. I'm also going to tell you about an ancient Greek myth that begins with the story of Apollo and Cleite, and explains why the sunflower turns its head towards the sun. I will also want to mention that the Greek version is not the only origin story for the myth of the sunflowers. Many cultures have it, but today I've chosen to use the Greek version because I'm most familiar with Greek mythology. The myth begins with Cleite, who was a nymph in love with Apollo, and initially Apollo loved her too. But alas, Apollo soon fell in love with another nymph, Lakanto. I apologize for the poor pronunciation. As the myth continues, Cleite was jealous, so she told Lakanto's father that his daughter was having a relationship with Apollo. He, of course, was really angry, and as a result, the poor nymph had a very tragic end. At this point, Apollo was really angry with Cleite, and in his anger, he turned Cleite into a flower. But even in flower form, she still loved Apollo and would spend the day watching him as he moved the sun across the sky with his chariot. And this is the true part of the myth. Young sunflower plants actually do move their face to follow the sun. But as the flowers mature and the seeds develop, the sunflower actually stops moving and stops following the sun. Did you like that myth? If you have another, please share it in the comments below. Now for some nutritional information, because these small seeds are very nutrient dense. Did you know that sunflower seeds have a good quantity of magnesium, potassium, zinc, iron, copper, calcium, and folate, as well as some essential fats and many vitamins such as fat-soluble vitamin A, which is important for normal vision, helps with our immune system and reproductive systems. Sunflower seeds are also rich in B-complex vitamins, which are important for metabolic function and energy production, and also contribute to liver health as well as skin, hair, and eye health. And these little powerhouses are also a good source of vitamin E. Vitamin E is useful because it prevents blood clots, helps with blood circulation, boosts our natural immunity so that it helps our body to resist disease and infection. And just 1 tablespoon of these tiny seeds contains 2 grams of protein. So there's no misunderstanding, I want to let you know that this information is provided for educational purposes only and not as medical advice. I am not a medical practitioner, and this is my own research. For more information, pause the video and look at this chart, which shows you all the vitamins and minerals in sunflower seeds. In the articles that I have read, I have learned that these seeds also help with lowering blood sugar levels, blood pressure, and cholesterol. And some articles stated that they are heart healthy and a natural anti-inflammatory. And the best part about these amazing little seeds, they make a really tasty seed butter, which of course is a wonderful alternative, especially if you have nut allergies. I'm really glad that Anonymous suggested that I try making a Suntella or a chocolate sunflower seed butter. The taste is a little bit different than a Nutella because of course you're making it with sunflowers, so you have to like the taste of sunflowers. And my family members who have tested this recipe have all said that the combination of chocolate and the sunflower seed butter was amazing. And we use the sunflower chocolate spread to drizzle on my next recipe, which will be a really amazing recipe for waffles. So I hope you come back. Thank you very much for watching to the end. I hope you have found this video, both the recipe and the information on mythology and nutrition, both useful and interesting. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment or suggestion, forward this link to a friend, and subscribe. And for more inspiration, check out the end links. Until next time, have a wonderful day. Cheers!